What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sky Factory here, Inferno. So last time, what did we do last time? I have no idea what we did last time. I know I talked about this guy. I did finish up crafting up the Awakened Draconium to finish that. Went ahead and upgraded this thing all the way to almost infinite. If we hover over here, you can see 9.2 quintillion. So this thing will probably never fill up, ever. Possibly if we get to 1 billion per tick, which is something I want to thinking about soon. I don't know. We'll see about that. Anyway, okay, so yeah, last time we got this guy up and running. I went ahead and hooked it up to the giant core storage energy core deal. We moved our chickens, but I've kind of abandoned that. That wasn't working out. Even with the chunk loading, it just wasn't moving enough fuel fast enough to make that work. This thing was burning up more fuel than it was taking in, so it wasn't working. So I've changed that up a little bit. What I've done is I've made a whole field over here of Eulorium. So 80 plants. It's 81 spot farm plot minus the center block is a growth crystal. I went and farmed a bunch of dragon eggs and made like 10. I've got like 10 tier 3s in here, and then the rest of these are tier 2s. And I'm just kind of filling up the bottom of this, trying to make these as fast as possible. And I also went ahead and repurposed this ender chest that was with the chickens. Basically what I did here is I've upgraded this thing with half speed and half accuracy modifiers. I changed the lens to green, which is targeting uranium, and I believe it also as a bonus green lens. It also grabs Eulorium fairly frequently. So if I go to the ore miner, yeah, so that's Eulorium and uranium at about a 10% preferred chance base, plus whatever it doesn't really tell you what the accuracy and speed modifiers, how they mathematically affect this thing. But what I've done with that is I've set this thing up and filtered it to only grab the uranium and Eulorium, and then that other side of that chest is over here, hooked up to this draconic chest that I made a couple episodes back. That this is super awesome, and it worked out perfect for this situation. So I've got it pumped out from that chest into here. I've got this thing set to lock mode, which means that you set what you want it to smelt, and then it will always keep those in there, and then whenever something of that type comes into the chest, it'll automatically smelt it. So that's doubling the ores there, and then that's pumping back into the reactor. And then of course this thing is all this stuff here is all still the same. So with all that, with the ore miner, the repurposed fuel, and the whole field of Eulorium pumping away with basically covered in growth crystals, I'm getting about a positive 300 ingots every 20 minutes. I just kind of timed it and was making sure I was getting a net gain on my fuel and not burning more than I was making, basically. So sweet. And to get some of that done, let me grab these out. I've kind of figured out a way to kind of automate these infusion setups. Basically what I've got here is the things that I need in the chests filtered to only input, so that I need 3 prismarines, and this one is the cyanite. It's run out, but basically what it does is it puts the things in, and then it pulls them back out. It's filtered to only be able to put in the stuff that goes in, so it's not trying to put the stuff that's it's not so important here. But this one, the output, if it tried to put the infused block back in, it would break the system. So I've done that to that, and also with the draconic up here. This is super exciting. I was pretty excited about figuring this out. I figured out that the start button on this thing accepts a redstone signal. So if it gets a redstone pulse, it's like clicking the start button. It's not fully automatic, but if you're making a bunch of one thing, like when I was trying to make a bunch of the awakened draconium, of course you can put full stacks of stuff in the infusers, and then if you need more than that, you can actually pipe into those also, right? So what I did is I had this is the input, right? So I just put all the draconium blocks in here, so it was keeping this thing full of draconium blocks, and then it was pulling the awakened draconium out, and then I put this this timer on here every like 3 or 4 seconds. It just pulses a redstone signal and starts the infusion. So I can just fill this thing up with draconium and all the fill these things up with stacks of the parts that it needs to do the infusion, and walk away and let it do its thing. So that's super cool, because that was kind of a pain in the ass standing here babysitting that thing. Sweet. So I believe that kind of catches us up back to where kind of I left off and the things that I was doing in between. I don't think I really did anything else major. Kind of took out some of the pipes and stuff over here I didn't need. Gonna do something with this eventually, reorganize that some. Anyway, today what I want to start looking at is the rainbow generator and how to get this thing up and running. Where is it? Right here. When all other generators are creating power, taste the unlimited power of the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. So, do I have to build? Okay, yeah, so I have to build 2 pieces for this thing. And it appears, it says when they're all creating power. So does that, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work. So basically, first thing I want to do is just kind of build all these and see what that's gonna take. So first things first. So that's the top half, or that's the bottom, and then the top is the other ones. All right. Well, let's just start with the top. Culinary generator. What do I need to make that? I'm gonna need a bunch of furnace generators. Is that what this thing's telling me? I think all of these are pretty much going to need a furnace generator as a base. So that's the furnace generator itself. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 8 more. 16 furnace generators. Wait a minute, what about the survival generator? So that's just a furnace. So 15. All right. So how many furnaces do I have? 3. Let me go ahead and make 13 more of these. And I guess I can use this chest here. I just want to have a chest to put them all in so I can see them instead of just throwing them back in the system here. Cool. So let's get busy on these these furnaces. This is liable to be the whole episode here. All right. So furnace generator is iron, machine block. So I'm gonna need what, 15 of these. Do I have any more of those? I do have 3. So 12 of those should be good. Cool. So rainbow, back to that just real quick. Start with a furnace generator. That's pretty easy. Well, actually, I'm going to need 15 of these, right? Or 16. Let's make 15. So I need to keep one out. Go ahead and throw this over here. So that's check that off the list. Man, this is going to be an epic generator. I'm not even sure how much power this thing's gonna actually produce, but I'm pretty sure from the research that I've done, it's basically necessary in order to get the 1 billion RF per tick, the achievement for that. 5 magical wood. So that's craft gold ingot with 4 XP, or and some kind of bookshelf. Okay. Bookshelf. Let's just do basic bookshelves. Need 5 of those. That's 15 books. 15 books. Five of those. And then I needed gold, right? I hate how it does that. It like, I don't know what causes it to scroll down through the list like that. 5 of those. And I needed, how much XP? That was for the, some kind of generator. That was this one. 4 XP, so I need 20 XP. Speaking of XP, I noticed when I started farming those chaos crystals, it appears like the XP for those chaos dragons falls down into that like chamber, and it's a bunch. You can see here I've got almost 400 levels. That guy was dropping like 100 150 levels a piece. Of course, it's exponential, so that doesn't quite add up, I know, but it's a lot. I don't think I ever have to worry about XP anymore. So I need 20. How much do I have? 25. And I'm not sure if it's because of this thing being here, but whenever I travel out of this dimension and back, it breaks the XP bar. Like it's still there, but it just doesn't show it until I actually like make it change by adding or removing some. It's kind of weird. Anyway, do one of those. That's 5 of those. Awesome. And we needed a enchantment table. So I need another book. Sweet. Book. One of these. Okay, let's throw that in there. I guess I can throw all this other junk in here too. Let me throw that in there real quick. But while I'm thinking about it, since I made those, let me go ahead and do I want to finish up those growth crystals real quick. Shimmy sham. I needed, I think 6, maybe 7. I'll just make 7. Let's run over here and pop those down real quick. Yeah, I'm trying to make these things basically like as instant grow as I can. The only thing I could do to make it any faster is go farm more. If I take one of these in a dragon egg, it turns into the tier 3. But I really don't want to spend like hours just farming those. It took me probably 20 minutes just to get like 8 of them. It's faster, certainly faster than and less expensive than crafting them. It's still just a time sink though. All right, cool. Back to the generators. So we were looking for one of these guys, and I think I needed to make this still, right? No, I guess I made that. What am I missing? Redstone? Really? Wow, I guess I am out of redstone. Cool. Well, not cool, but I had a whole bunch of that, man. You know what? Actually, when I had to tear down the, you can see I got 450 blocks. When I tore down the draconium or the draconic power core thing, the tier 8, the whole entire core that was redstone plus the draconium, it turns into all draconium, and then you have to wrap that all the way around with the awakened draconium. So I've got all this redstone like reclaimed, so that's kind of cool. Just put all this back in here. That should be plenty for now. Plus I still have like 13,000 essence. Yeah, so, and also just kind of to note, I took all the other essence out of here. That's what I got this chest over here, just to hold my random seeds that I don't really need to be using at the moment. So like I said, that whole field is just Yellorium. It's not really how I wanted to do it, but the chicken thing just didn't work out. It didn't work out here because I hated picking up all the stuff, and it just wasn't going fast enough through dimensions. There might be a way I can make that better, but what I've got going now is working, so just leave it at that. All right, back to the generators again. Cool. Disenchantment. Got that. Let's keep that guy out. I want to kind of keep this going in a sort of a organized fashion. Kind of keep track of what I'm doing here. So was that the top I was working on? Yeah. So I'm kind of going this way, right? Culinary generator. I should be able to do that now. Yep, nice. So hopefully most of these hopefully shouldn't be stuff I don't have. Or, you know, it's too much stuff like that enchantment one that I had to make a bunch of stuff that I've never made before or haven't just collected. Halitosis generator? That sounds nasty. I should have this there. Remember, I think I picked up some of those the first time I went to the end, or at least to one of the end buildings. Sweet. I knew there was a reason I kept that stuff. Alright, that should be good to go. Awesome. Magmatic. I probably have one of these, right? Yeah. Nice. Back to the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. It's going to be stuck in my head all day now. I will have to make this, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Is that the only way to make ice? That can't be the only way to make ice. Can I make it out of, like, snow? Oh, I can do it from Botania. I was actually thinking about getting started in Botania before I decided to do this generator. I might have to put this on hold and just to get enough into Botania to get the mana pool up and running to make some ice. Because the snow I can make like this, right? But it looks like ice is the only way to get ice is, yeah, is this essence. And the only way to get that essence is to have ice. So it's an endless loop of shit. Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do Botania for that. Let me make a note of that here just so I can keep that in mind. Need ice. Igloos and Eskimos and penguins and ice. Sweet. Alright, well let's just check out what, make sure, I guess we can just go through and see if there's any other ones that we're going to have to do anything special for that we can't just do now. Slime generator, I can make that easy enough. So yeah, like I said, I was wondering, it said they all needed to be making power. I don't know if that was just kind of something in the tooltip or if you just have to have them all and craft them into this thing. I guess we'll find out at some point. Okay. How hard is this to make? Oh, that's easy. Okay, I was going to say, if that was kind of hard to make, I could just go take one from the Enderman. But that was easy enough. Never actually made one of those, so it's good to know for the future, I guess. Nether star generator. No problem there. Yeah, that's something else I did. I upped the count on my nether stars because the draconic stuff is just starting to get insane with the nether stars. So I've got it up to like 128 now, just keeping in stock. Should have that stuff. Awesome. This is going a little bit better than I expected it to get crappy. Should be able to make this. Yeah. And then I should hopefully have enough pink dye to do that. Awesome. I'm going to have to make another one of those. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this one, and then I'll just have to make another magmatic explosive generator. Can I make that? Yep. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, explosives. And a survival generator. Cool. So that should be everything except for a magmatic. Let me go ahead and make one of those. Just need a bucket of lava. No problem there. Got plenty of that stuff. What did I just do? Hit something. I hit a stray button. My big old fat fingers. Just grab one of these. Bloop. Cool. Throw that in there. That's magmatic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have the other one, that one in that other chest. So yeah, I'm just missing that snow ice generator deal. Let's just throw all these in here. So I guess since we need to do it anyway, we can go ahead and kind of get started on some botania. I guess kind of like over here. So let me grab my chisel, put this up here. I'm gonna hang on to that. I might need that. Botania is kind of like a nature. It's technically like a tech mod, but it's kind of themed around nature stuff. So I might need that shovel action. Let me grab the chisel and my wand. That's something else I was gonna do. Let me go ahead and do that real quick since I've got the nether stars and whatever. Let's go ahead and make this this tier 3 wand dude. So I need 2 of those. So I think just 3 more of these should do it, right? 2, 3. Then I should be able to do one of these. And another one of these. And then what happened? Did I make too many? Oh, it only grabbed 1. I see what you did there. Okay, cool. And then that Shazam. That's that. Done. Check. Alright, cool. So I got that, and let me grab... I kind of want to like make a platform and then put some dirt on top of it, probably. So let me just grab like 2 stacks of this. Chisel that up into something different. That's something I've been thinking about and just been lazy about too, is kind of finishing my remodeling a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy with making everything all, building any fancy buildings or anything, but at least change this cobblestone into something a little different. Let's go with... I'm really not going to see it from the top. Let's just do something like that. That should be fine. And we'll come over here. I'm not really even sure how big of an area I might need to do this stuff. Like I said, I've done just a very basic amount of botania. So I'm going to come out like this far. And then I want to come over. That's probably okay. Get these back. Guess I should turn my magnet on. Not that I'm really hurting for cobblestone, but... I mean, I guess technically I am, since I'm trying to fill that thing up over there. It's going to take forever. I've been kind of looking at some strategies on how to do that too. What I've got is very not optimal, so I have to figure something out for that too. So that's all the cobblestone I have. So that'll be good enough to get started with anyway. Let me grab some dirt and put on top of here. And then I'll have to make a Lexica Botania. I don't know if I have one already. It's easy to make though. It's like the in-game guide for the Botania stuff. And it's actually, but it's kind of a tie between the Draconic Evolution and the Botania. I think the Draconic Evolution is a little more easier to navigate, but the Lexica Botania is just like anything you could ever want to know about the mod. Cool. And actually, let me go ahead and grab some grass seed. Do I have any grass seed? A tiny little bit. You know what I can do? Let me back up and punt here just for a second. Pick all this up. This guy over here has got grass in it, I know. Yeah. Grab some of that. Cool. Whoop. I don't know if I'm really going to need the grass, but it's, just to have it there, just in case it does. Well, actually, I do know I'm going to need it for a few things. Because everything kind of revolves around plants, flowers specifically in this mod, so sweet. Let me put this stuff in here. Do I have Lexica Botania? Do I have it in my pouch here? Negative. Okay. So let's take a trip over to the crafter here. 341st edition. I think these are the same. I don't really know if there's a difference. I don't know why there's two. This one has more stuff in the tooltip, so I'm gonna make that one. Okay. I need a book. Need a book. Let's make a book. Boom. Yeah. So a book in any kind of sapling makes the Lexica Botania. So sweet. Done. Got that. So the first thing I need to make, I know for sure, is so there's like a tutorial and everything. That's like a guided tutorial with this book, and you can actually, I think there's a link to like the to like a YouTube video and stuff too. I'm not going to do all that. I've already seen it before once a while ago. Really don't remember much of it, but I know enough to kind of get my head around it. I know I'm going to need some of these, and I'm going to need this mana pool. So let's mana pool. There's a couple different ones. They're basically just like upgraded. I think this one's more just like a color skin. I'm just going to make the basic one for now. I need living rock for that. Okay. Let me grab a couple saplings. Isn't that how it said to make living root? Is it not going to work in this thing? And so you can see, yeah, you can see that every time I'm hovering over something. If I'm holding this Lexica Botania and I hover over something that Botania uses, you can press Control and it'll take you to like the page in the book where that stuff starts. It's kind of neat. So how do I get the living root? I guess I could have read the book, huh? So those turn into saplings. That's what that was telling me. Okay. How do I get living root? You can add bookmarks and stuff. This book really is kind of cool. I don't want to do that. No. How do I make the stupid roots? I want the roots. So there is a special type of biome that's added by Botania. It's called Garden of Glass, as you can see. It's kind of a sky. Well, it is a sky block. It's a void type map, but it's got a few different mechanics. Like you can just punch the dirt and get pebbles instead of having to sift and all that stuff. And there's some other mechanics to it, but this isn't that kind of biome, unfortunately. How do I get living roots? Can I click that? No, come on, man. Oh well. Anyway, to get the living stone, I need this pure daisy. Okay, here. So living wood. Shift click. I don't want that recipe. How do I get? Oh, living wood is made by. Okay. I remember now. So I need white petals and a petal apothecary. Okay, so let me make that. Petal apothecary. So what I'm going to have to do here is grab some bone meal. And what I'm basically going to have to do is just bone meal until I get some of these white petals, I think. Just bone meal some grass and then break it. Well, you know, bone meal the grass, grows flowers and stuff until hopefully I get one of those Botania flowers. I can't believe I haven't already got one of those as many times as I've done this for other stuff. You know what I might need to do? Let me just, I might need to not fall in the friggin' void for one. I wonder if that mystical fertilizer does it different or better. Botania fertilizer. That's mystical agriculture. This stuff here, floral fertilizer. Can I make any of this? Yeah, give me some of this and see it. Maybe this will give me some different types of plants. Okay, here we go. All right, so cool. I'm getting botania stuff now. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I need white. Is this white? That's lime. Light gray. I think there's like 12 or 16 different color, basically plants from botania. And once you get one, I haven't got any white though. But what you can do is you take these and you pop it in here and you get the petals. You get 2 petals per flower basically. Then you can plant these petals in the ground and bone meal it, and it'll turn into a flower. So you can basically like just make your own stuff. So that didn't work out. Let me do. I'm just gonna do this recipe because I don't want to use up my botania stuff yet. Can I get a stack of that and put this away? I can put this stuff away. Get all this nonsense stuff out of here. Cool. Get this out. I put my fertilizer away, didn't I? Give me that. Alright, I'm going to give this another shot here. Oh, and we got a mob. Whoops. Guess we should put some torches down, huh? Where's my bow? Oh, scared me for a second. I thought I lost my bow. It really would have upset me. Alright, so let's, like I said, I'm gonna try this again real quick here, just for a minute, and see. If not, I'll, we'll cut it here, and when I come back, I'll have the stuff to at least start. There's some white. Cool. Awesome. So what I can do is do this. Take these out. That gives me two petals, right? And then I can take the petals and plant them and bow meal them. Well, not that bow meal, but that's cool. It did give me some more white stuff. Not this kind of bone meal. So if I get the other regular bone meal, this stuff here, and while I'm in here, let me look, see if I have some shears. Yep, I do. Cool. So there's 2 ways to do it. Get these out of here. This. All right, cool. So if you bone meal it one time, okay, I lied. I was thinking you could do it one time and it would grow into a small flower, and then 2 of them would turn it into these big flowers. These big flowers give you more petals, but you have to have shears to actually harvest them. So you hit those with the shears, and then it gives you. Did I already have those? I feel like it gives you more flowers than just let you can just let these grow, I think, too naturally, but I don't have time for all that. Okay, so that gave me 2 tall flowers. How come the other one didn't give me tall flowers? That's weird. But yeah, you could take the tall flowers and they give you 4. So anyway, cool. Awesome. So that's a good start. Running away over time here. So we'll cut it off here, and when we come back, stupid mobs over there. We'll put some torches over there, and then we'll get started in some botania. So cool. Hope everybody's having a good day today. We'll catch you on the next episode. See you later.